Hi, I'm glad you found us. We're actually in this really interesting Inter-Terrace home in West Coast. Are you familiar with the neighborhood? One of the amazing things about this neighborhood is that since the early 2010s, it went through this incredible period of regeneration. It started first of all with a couple of en blocs and a couple of new developments that came up, and then subsequently what that evolved into was a whole series of new condos, and along with that, that brought shops, cafes, restaurants, supermarkets, an ice cream parlor, fine food places, a designer bakery, and to top it all off, an incredible prata place that runs almost 24 hours, and it's just around the corner. This home is an Inter-Terrace home. We're actually one away from the corner, and what's amazing about it is it's very, very nicely spaced out. So you've got two gardens, and believe it or not, the backyard's kind of like actually the front garden, and I'll explain more when you actually come see the home. So what really happens is this. I'm just going to walk you down here so you can see a little bit more. So as you come through the home, typically you drive home, you park yourself in the carport, you come into this incredible dining area that leads towards the kitchen before you actually have to step up that leads to the living. And why we really kind of like this, and it's unique to the West Coast homes, is because the living room is actually tucked away from the street, which makes it a lot more quiet when you want to just retreat, watch a bit of TV and just switch off. Okay, come, let's show you the rest of the home. So we're actually kind of like in the dining area right now, and this dining area is fantastic. It gives you lots of breadth. It gets you to be able to see what's happening in the living as well as what's happening as people come through the home. And because it's glass panelled up, you get a tremendous amount of natural light coming through into the home. The home's been very well laid out with the kitchen actually tucked here. It's naturally aerated with its own bathroom too as well. Come, shall we? What we really like about the kitchen is the fact that it's bright, it's clean, it's naturally aerated, and you kind of get to see who comes through the home as well. So the home's basically spaced out over 2.5 stories. Let me show you more. Come. Leading up the first flight of stairs, this essentially leads you to the two common bedrooms, and they're both facing towards this incredible view, the park. And what I love about this bedroom is the fact that we could essentially push this out to cover a footprint that's almost double of what this is. Can you imagine how much more space we're going to capture back with this room? Okay, leading up towards this would be the master bedroom. You can't argue with old school space, and this is exactly what this master bedroom offers. So where we're standing in, essentially, fantastic size large beds, more than ample storage, bedside tables, and this essentially flows into the study and the walk-in wardrobe. So if you are seeing what I see, you'll probably be thinking to yourself, could this possibly be 2 bedrooms? And the answer is yes. Once again, old school grandeur means that you have this incredible sized bathroom, which actually has even a step down portion that you're not quite looking at, where the showers are actually at. And with some creative planning, this could essentially mean 2 bedrooms with 2 bathrooms. Now, sitting on a plot that's roughly 1984 square feet, it features a front and rear garden. It's got this generous sized living as well as dining, 3 bedrooms, and that's split over 2 levels. So it's a great little quiet enclave that most people enjoy living into, but what really sells it is the fact that people tend to forget how incredibly near to the city it is and how incredibly connected it is. Straight onto West Coast Highway into the CBD, it actually takes you less than 20 minutes. Then a new MRT line, the Cross Island line, is going to be running very soon. We're going to have a train line that's going to run from Jurong Lake District pretty much right across the island all the way to Loyang in the east. Pretty much from now all the way till 2040 is that if you've heard, the Great Southern Waterfront is happening. Progressively all the way from Keppel Harbour, spanning its way through Tanjong Pagar, Pasir Panjang, right through to where we are in West Coast. It's actually going to be going through this incredible period of gentrification. And the fantastic thing is West Coast is actually straddling the very tail end of the Great Southern Waterfront. What this home really means for you is, number one, you could look at possibly having A&E done. Home pushed out a little bit more, that little bit more space built into the home, that little higher window to get more light in, or you could go extensive and do a complete rebuild. So I certainly hope this home actually suits your needs. And if you've got very specific questions about the home, or better yet, what it feels like to live in West Coast, where the best prata is, speak with us. So once again, my name is Darryl. I'll be happy to share everything I know about West Coast. Whether this is going to be your first landed home, or you're looking to right-sized because you've got a growing family, husband, wife, 2 kids, and your in-laws potentially living with you as well, we can help you with it. But more importantly, we'd love to have that candid conversation with you. So you can just work through your needs a little bit better, understand what you're hoping to achieve at the end of the day, and hopefully get you smiling because you found that one perfect home that's perfectly suited for you. We look forward to hearing from you soon. terraces here aren't particularly big, nor are they very small. They're actually right size, perfect for the modern day family. And best of all, this entire stretch of homes actually face this incredible park. And this park is actually one of 3 suburbia parks that you actually get in this neighborhood. So what this means for you is that there's always going to be these little green spaces you can spill onto, whether it's for that walk in the evening to walk off your dinner, for the kids to be able to play in the playground, it's all here. So with the way the neighborhood has actually been unfolding, you've got a fantastic mix of homes. You get original ones, which have been well kept, like the one you just came from, right through to these incredibly 3-story builds. So some of my personal favorites, well, there's one behind you, but ones like those, where you find essentially A&A has happened and they've actually pushed out the front of the home, allowing more natural light to come in with huge glass panes. And you've got others, which I know for a fact, have actually integrated and built to the point where they actually have 6 bedrooms on a floor. It's amazing what can be done with some great advice and a bit of design thought as well. All these homes are essentially terrace houses. They're all right-sized for the modern family, just like the one that you actually came from. And what you're not picking up on the camera is the incredible smell of pandan which is coming from the plants just behind. So you'll find little experiences of, or you'll find little nuggets of why it's so great to live in the West Coast. And again, you have to be here to sense it firsthand.